John chapter 6, verse 32. Jesus said to them, "Truly I tell you, Moses didn't give you bread from heaven, but my Father gives you the true bread from heaven." And it's going to go on to talk about who that true bread is. But what a really solid way that Jesus gives that we should look at the Old Testament and see the power of God in it. Moses did not create the manna. Moses did not do the work. Moses didn't give the bread. God gave the bread. And in the next verse, we're going to see that God gives the bread of life, Jesus Christ, who comes from heaven. God has been doing this from start to finish. This entire thing is about God. And so we said, oh, look how great Moses is. We're missing it because Moses was just saying, look, I want to be where you are, God. I just want to point to you, God. And they don't see that God is the great provider then, God is the great provider now, God was working then, God is working now. They're missing it. They're just looking back to this man, Moses. They're making him some kind of hero, and they're missing the entire point. Jesus says later as he's talking to the disciples that all of this scripture points to him. And so that event in Exodus was pointing to the better bread from heaven, when God would provide the way better than the manna, but actually Jesus Christ himself that would be the giver of life. The people are not going to pick this up. They're just going to miss this, but it should be a good reminder for us as we read that when you're reading, especially in the Old Testament, but when you're reading anywhere, you need to be asking yourself, where is Jesus in this text? Because Jesus himself said this is about him. Where do I see a picture of the gospel? Where do I see this pointing to the better, the more remarkable, truly Jesus? Because we don't want to be like these individuals who are just missing God working in all of this and working right in front of them and even working right in front of us in our lives. May we not be like that. May we see that it is God from start to finish, the entire story of redemption.